It had been 2 years since Emma's husband, James, passed away. Their love had been built on a shared passion for the outdoors, and they had spent countless hours hiking the trails and forests near their home. After his sudden heart attack, Emma felt lost and alone, clinging to memories of their adventures together. In the midst of her grief, Emma found herself visiting the places they loved. It was during one of these visits that she fell upon a fallen tree in the woods where they had spent so much time. She saw it as a sign, a piece of James still lingering in the world. An idea began to form in her mind. She would commission a custom epoxy river table using wood from the trees in their favorite spots as a way to keep his memory alive. Emma had heard about Mark, a local artisan known for his intricate woodworking and stunning epoxy tables. His creations were said to capture the essence of nature, preserving the beauty of wood in clear, glass-like resin. She made an appointment and soon found herself standing in his workshop surrounded by the tools of his trade. Mark was a tall, quiet man in his late 30s, with a calm demeanor that put Emma at ease. His hands were rough from years of work, but his eyes were gentle and understanding. "How can I help you?" he asked, noticing the mixture of sadness and hope in her eyes. Emma explained her idea, showing him pieces of wood she had collected from their favorite hiking spots. She wanted a table that would serve as a tribute to James, something that would hold the memories of their adventures together. Mark listened carefully, his expression thoughtful. "I understand," he said quietly. "I can help you with this. I'll make sure it's something special." Over the next few weeks, Emma visited the workshop regularly, watching as Mark transformed the raw pieces of wood into a work of art. He took a meticulous care in choosing the best sections of wood, each with its own unique grain and character. He explained the process to her, showing her how he prepared the wood, pouring the epoxy resin, and ensuring that every detail was perfect. Mark's dedication to the project was unusual. He seemed to be working not just for a client, but for a purpose that went beyond business. Emma felt a strange connection to him, a sense that he understood her loss in a way few others could. As the table began to take shape, Emma shared stories of her hikes with James, their favorite trails, and the moments that stood out in her memory. Mark listened occasionally, asking questions, but mostly just letting her talk. His presence was comforting, a steady rock in her sea of grief. The realization hit Emma like a wave. The man who was now creating a memorial for her late husband was the same one who had once saved their lives. It seemed too incredible to be true, but as she looked into Mark's eyes, she knew it was no coincidence. "Why didn't you say anything?" she asked, her voice trembling. Mark sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I didn't want to bring up painful memories. I thought it might make things harder for you. But now that you know, I hope it brings you some comfort." Emma felt a mix of emotions: surprise, gratitude, and a deep sense of connection. "It does," she said softly. "Thank you, Mark, for everything." As the table neared completion, Mark worked with even greater care, knowing how much it meant to Emma. He added final touches, ensuring the wood and epoxy were flawlessly integrated, creating a piece that was both beautiful and meaningful. On the day the table was finished, Mark invited Emma to the workshop for the final review. He uncovered the table and Emma gasped at its beauty. The wood from their favorite trees was perfectly preserved in the clear epoxy, creating the illusion of a flowing river through the center. "It's perfect," she whispered, tears in her eyes. Mark smiled, but there was something else in his expression, an anticipation, as if he was waiting for her to notice something more. Emma ran her fingers along the smooth surface, admiring the craftsmanship, and then she saw it. A small carved message hidden within the wood, almost invisible unless you knew where to look. She leaned closer, reading the words aloud. "For James, whose love of the journey will always be remembered." Her breath caught in her throat as she realized the significance of the message. It was not just a tribute to her husband, but a message from the man who had once saved them, a testament to the bond they had shared in the moment of danger. The table found its place in Emma's house, a centerpiece that drew the eye and the heart. It became a symbol of her love for James, their shared adventures, and the kindness of a stranger who had become a friend. Emma and Mark's paths continued to cross, their shared history creating a bond that grew stronger with time. They often hiked together, exploring new trails and revisiting old ones, finding solace in the beauty of nature and each other's company. As they walked through the woods, Emma felt a sense of peace she had not known since James' passing. The table in her home was more than just a piece of furniture. It was a reminder that love and kindness endure even in the face of loss. Mark's dedication to the table had been more than a professional commitment. It was an act of compassion and connection. Through his work, he had honored James' memory and helped Emma heal, creating something that would last a lifetime. And so, in the quiet of the forest, with the rustling leaves and the singing birds as their companions, Emma and Mark walked side by side, their hearts lightened by the knowledge that in the vast world, they were never truly alone. Consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this.